Barcelona, I have some concerns with this game. When I watched the extended highlight because I watched the PSG Aston Villa game. Tunde, please help me out here. The first goal Barcelona scored, was that not an offside goal?
It looked like an offside. It was very, very close. But
Yeah,
then, if the VAR says it's not offside, it's not offside. There's nothing we can do.
I didn't even see the VAR because that goal was supposed to be going in before this guy. If this guy didn't touch that ball, we will not be having this conversation.
We wouldn't have been having this conversation, yeah. But then, I don't know
yeah,
why. Because the ball was actually
going
clear
in.
within the range of the goal. It wasn't
Yeah,
even close to the goal at all. They didn't have any reason to stretch his
touch it.
leg to touch
Yeah.
the ball. But then, fair. It is what it is. Yeah.
I think he has been behaving some type of way lately. He even was. I don't know if you saw the video against Real, but one of the teams they played where he was trying to fight um Ter Stegen.
He's the captain. He's standing up for his team. He's the captain. He's standing up for his team.
Nah, that's not. But you can't be fighting your own teammate on no occasion should you, no matter how
Oh,
bad he
go
gets.
and ask Liboya and Kirindaya what happened. Back in 2004, 2005, two
Yeah,
teammates contact.
that's like
I said,
yeah,
not the
yeah,
first time
yeah.
stranger things happen. I said, this one, they actually fought and injured each other. Um, One thing that I saw about that game is that in that first half, Dortmund striker had he had a very off day.
Yeah, Grassy. Yeah.
Grassy. Like, I could not understand because I know him to be a very sharp. That's the striker that if Arsenal had, I would have expected them to win the league. That guy is good normally. He's always on it, but the goals that he missed, 1-on-1, 1-on-0. And I just looked at it like, had it been he put those goals away in the first half, I don't know if Barcelona would have had it in them to actually come back. So I think, in as much as Barcelona beat them that way, the scoreline indicates that they beat them silly. I actually think that Barcelona were lucky. That's my take on it. I think Barcelona were very lucky. On another day, another situation, Guirassy puts those two goals away, those two goals that he missed. Because it was even so bad that he was swinging and missing the ball. When they flashed across the post, one someone, I can't remember who put it, just lobbed it over the defender and he was in between the defenders, free on his own, and he missed the whole thing. So I actually think my take on that game is that Barcelona were lucky, and still watching that extended highlights, I saw a lot of obvious passes. Like it's like the Dortmund players were just out of it, like they've given up, they had resigned to their fate even before Barcelona started running at them, that resigned to their feet like can't do this. So like obvious passes that Julian Brandt that we know is going to make, he did not make them. And I don't know why the coach did not start Reina. It just looked like everything was set up by Dortmund from Dortmund's end for Barcelona to go through. Anybody has anything else other than that? Because that's my take on the game. Not even Barcelona's brilliant. Barcelona were not brilliant, in my opinion. They just made it Dortmund that was
Um,
perfect.
well, well, should we say they were not brilliant?
Yeah, I know. Considering that they scored four, it's not like very, very out of pocket thing to say. But
Yeah,
that's what it
but Dortmund were very, 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 very terrible. At some point, I expected they should have managed the game at about 2-0. I expected they should have managed the game. Don't push, don't attack too much. Because at that point, if you even if you continue to attack that Barcelona and they allow them probably another 10, 15 minutes, they would have scored maybe three more goals. Because at some point, it was more of three
wave
people running at
upon wave of attack.
a defender. Pardon?
It was wave of attack upon wave of attack from Barcelona.
Yeah. So uh, I just expected they could have managed the game at some point, just keep it simple, get your 2-0. If you can get one goal back, and then take the remaining part of the
And they were
football
going for
back
the
to
one goal now. They were
Dortmund
going
and
for the
then
one goal.
yeah.
That's the thing.
No, 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 no. So going for the one goal is more of count, and that's why I was going to say something about the Inter Milan game. And see, Inter Milan came with a game plan, and what they played on that day was exactly their game plan. attack for attack, Inter Milan cannot stand Bayern, and they know this. However, if you have studied Bayern, any team that knows how to play their counter attack very well has been punishing Bayern back to back this season. Any counter attacking team has been the problem for Bayern this season. So Inter was more like a round peg in a round hole facing Bayern. They know how to, if you want to play, let us attack ourselves, and they know that they can match you attack for attack. Yes, they'll come at you. If they know, oh, this is, we want to play in the midfield, hold on to the ball, Inter Milan can do it as well. But in this case, they just needed to defend, soak in the pressure, and then hit them on counter. So if you look at how many chances did Inter really get in the game, maybe about 3-4 chances, while Bayern had almost about 12, 13 or thereabouts. So it's not a function of Bayern were not unlucky. Inter defended
In
very
my
well,
yes,
in my
in my
opinion.
opinion,
If you ask
other
me,
than Inter defending, this guy Olise was behaving like Garnacho. He gets
Yeah,
the
he
ball.
missed quite a bit.
He wasted the attack. It was because he was going for glory most times. That ball that he passed to Kane,
Yeah,
if I'm thinking hard, I'm trying my best not to sound like it will be one of very few balls that he actually passed in the final third to create a chance for someone else. Many times he gets the ball, he's trying to dribble to cut into shoot. He's trying to dribble to cut into shoot. And that's how most of their chances were. And you're trying to do that. They know this is what you want to do, and they're already organized. You're going against
yeah,
organized
they're
defense.
waiting for
You
you.
actually have to look for spaces,
ways.
not
Yeah.
try to dribble. He really did mess up that a lot. He really did mess that up a lot. But hey,
Well, we also need to acknowledge on good days he scores those chances. He has been very effective. But like I said, and Tunde has repeated and rebuffed it. Um, Inter, absolute dominant
yeah,
team. Team with a
we
plan.
go. No,
Everybody on their A game. So I'd rather say they were just unlucky because yeah, they played on a normal day. They would score many of those chances they missed, or any given day they would win those kind of games where they're creating and having chances, whether it's Olise, Kane, Goretzka, anybody. So yeah,
my thing on that is when you get to the final third. When you get to the final third, I think, especially when you're not the top nine. If you're the top nine,
yes.
we know that your number one responsibility is supposed to be to score more like.
I I second to that.
But all
I
these wingers
absolutely
now,
No. I think the way they play is more of cut it in and shoot. It's just like you saying when they had the likes of Robin and Ribery.
yeah.
The instruction was Robin cut in and shoot. It doesn't matter whether it goes into the net or it doesn't go into the net.
you know
And I understand what you're trying to say.
the
You are
difference.
saying it should be mixed. Hold on. You are saying it should be mixed.
Thank you.
For example, we can talk from now till tomorrow. What Carlos Augusto did to Fratesi, that square play was one of the best decision you make when at that time at 88 minutes. Any other
I
player
told you
would have
yesterday.
stopped.
I told you.
Any
Yeah.
other player would have taken a shot.
Yeah.
But he square played the ball for someone that was in a better position to score the goal. That's the way it's supposed to be. You understand? But some of these players play. It's just this young guy that scored the first goal for a PSD. What's his name?
In Dewey.
Um,
Desiree Dewey.
is he a Due? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. After he scored the first goal,
I also said the same thing
yeah,
because that goal he scored, if you remember, that goal he scored came from a corner kick, which was supposed to be a 1-2 between him and Dembele. But instead of returning the second pass to Dembele,
he called the shot.
he
Yeah.
shot. And the shot was not even good enough. This guy, of course, Martinez, in my opinion, Martinez is one of the most overhyped keepers in the world ever.
I think it's
Ever.
overrated too. Yeah.
Ever.
Is
And
he?
I know why I blame.
I have my
I blame this stupid, this foolish. Okay, now I'm not calling him foolish as such. He's still a professional footballer. He tries. Kolo Muani. He's the one I blame for this nonsense. He's the one I blame for this rubbish.
Yep. Careful. We have a Serie A lover here. We say anything wrong about Kolomani, we might be dead.
No,
So
Kolomani does not play
let's be
Serie A.
careful.
Kolomani
Be
now plays
careful
in
when we say
French league.
that.
Kolomani plays in PSG.
Nah. So the thing is,
That is
I
that is
just
not
felt
that
so
is better than Newcastle.
after the guy scored the first shot, there was another chance he saw that he was supposed to just square play, just pass the ball, and then he became over ambitious and ran, and then he wanted to take another shot again, and then he lost, and then I was starting one of my friends. I said, why not just square play the ball? It's as simple, just
Yeah,
pass the ball, and then to lead the goal. See, winning is a collective thing, and that is what
it is.
teams like Arsenal have. They win together,
Yes,
they lose
yes.
together. You see that it's not a function of
Hide that
they are
badge.
looking one player.
This is Oka made.
You know, it's not a function of they
Oka
are
made.
playing. Oh, it
Oka
has
made
to
God.
be Kai Havertz or it has to be. If you look at that day, what's his name? This same thing you are complaining about, Elise. Saka saw many chances that could have taken shots, but he decided to pass into the box.
Yeah.
You understand?
True.
So
I
the
agree.
the instruction given to them by managers vary from one player from one team to another. So I can't blame Olise. Olise has been scoring goals from the same position in
Yeah,
this season. I've
yeah.
seen a lot of his goals
Yes, he
from that
does that.
position. But then, like
Even
I
in
said,
That's
Crystal
what I
Palace.
was trying to point out.
Even in Crystal Palace, he's been doing that, but it's not like sometimes. This is one of the things that make me used to like this ex-Man U player called Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard, the day that is not happening for him, when he tries whatever he tries, his dribbles, his runs, his shots, he tries one, tries two, tries three, tries four. If he sees that it's not working for him today, like today is not my day. You know, all of us have kicked football. Is that we have a professional, decent striker. Like the day that is not your day, the day that is not his day, he recognizes that, and what does he do? He changes. He starts doing the normal work he's supposed to do. He does defensive duty well, and then when he wins the ball, he doesn't look to do anything extraordinary. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Let's just get the game going. But these players, Garnacho, this Olise today.
can we move to PSG? Because you just mentioned Garnacho now. I don't want to have
No, I think I'm just saying it's the class
nightmare.
of players that do this nonsense.
We don't want to have
Oh,
PTSD
No,
or
it's the class of
nightmare.
players. I already have PTSD. I can never because the guy is
On
going to
Champions League night.
in the
Hold
next few
on,
hours. In
hold
6 hours,
on.
I'm going to have to
On
watch Garnacho
Champions League night,
and be praying that he makes
Champions
good
League
this thing.
night, we should respect Champions League and the absolute ballers that make what we call Champions League. We should not be calling some very mediocre, wasteful,
I blame you not.
inexperienced,
I blame you not. You see, this is what I'm talking about.
lackluster,
It's part of the reason. It's part of
lazy
the reason I'm
players.
angry because people like Garnacho are the ones that are giving you the infantry to actually cost Man U. Because
It
if he keeps
is what it
misbehaving,
is. See now, you've caused Sunday to have PTSD. He cannot be in this. His video has gone off because you can't be mentioning Manchester. You know, someone mentioned. I was saying something the other day at training, and someone said, "Ben, I was, oh Jesus, I'm a what?" You know, we don't want to be hearing these things on
anyway,
Champions League special night.